Hey everyone, I'm Heather. I am going to do a collective reading today. I haven't been on here for a really long time. I had knee surgery and I've been out for the last 8 weeks. So I'm finally getting back to it. I'm a little slow. Plus today I'm just getting over a cold my son gave me last week. So I'm a little congested and runny. So bear with me if I have to stop the recording. So today we are using the Sparkle and Shine Oracle deck. It is my Oracle deck. It is not yet in print, but if you are interested in getting a printed copy, then head on over to my website, thevioletpriestess.com or violetpriestess.com, and send me a message and tell me you're interested or comment below. It is in digital print, and I will put all the details below for that. Okay, so this is a collective reading. So ground yourself and align with your higher self and ask your question. Time and space are irrelevant, and we will see what comes up in the collective, okay? So I will say that it is a few days left of Mercury retrograde. We're just a couple days away from Thanksgiving 2025. Although this is a timeless reading, that might be pertinent to you and to your situation. But the energy right now, we're just like Mercury retrograde is about to complete. We have, of course, the shadow phase, but we're also closing out the year. So we have 2025 energy clearing out, and we're moving into 2026 energy. So as we're trying to integrate everything from Mercury retrograde, we have our annual energy changing. So there's all sorts of fluctuations and things going on right now. I've felt collectively that there is a lot of things that are closing out, a lot of end of cycles. I mean, 2025, I believe, is a 9. Yeah, 2025 is a 9 year. So that's ending cycles anyway, if you're familiar with numerology. And so a lot of things are ending. A lot of things are closing out. A lot of karmic cycles are closing out and ending. And as we get to the close of 2025, if we have not experienced that up until now, you may be having a lot of that influx of closing out energy, ending cycle energy now. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into the cards and see what comes up. I'm seeing butterflies. And so that is a lot of transformation energy. Let's see, the first card that came out. Oh, fear. Yeah. With change comes fear. That's absolutely natural because we are pushing the ego out of the comfort zone. Voice. This is all about authenticity. Singing your song, being natural, being in your voice. And this is out of your comfort zone. Your ego does not want you out of your comfort zone. So, absolutely natural that these two cards are coming up. Okay, what else is coming out, guys? Okay, this one wanted to fall off the end of the deck. Sacral chakra. I just did a little like mini reading. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it to Facebook or YouTube or where, but I did a little mini reading, and it was the sacral chakra, and it was all about the inner child and the identity. And our identity comes from our inner child and the sacral chakra. And if we have had trauma in our childhood or in our young life, it gets stuck in that region, in our hips, and we lose our identity. Our identity gets stuck in our egos. And so as we move into this new phase of the years, the timeline, our timeline shifts, everything like that. As we move into our new timelines, we have to be the authentic self instead of the ego self. And so we are being asked to look at who we are from an identity level. So that can bring up a lot of insecurities, of course, fears, some shifts in our reality, in our relationships, in our job, living situations. That can cause all sorts of things to happen. Okay. Walled heart. It's very easy to protect our heart, to close off our heart when we're in a space of fear. When our ego takes over, that is when we close off our heart, because our heart is our connection with our soul. It's our connection with our authenticity. And in order to reconnect with that soul, reconnect with who we are at a divine level, we have to open our heart. And so this process may be opening your heart. There may be things happening in your life that are forcing you to open your heart. And I get it. It's totally, I mean, for some of you, it could be absolutely terrifying that you have all these feelings. You're like, what the shit is that? But for others, you're like, oh my God, I haven't felt this in years. And this is amazing. And it's opening the heart to connect you with your soul. And it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. It is so divine, and it is magical. So let it happen. Let it unfurl. And if it's very strange, I get it. I have been in that place, but it's absolutely natural. Okay, what else is coming up? Let's see. Transformation. Didn't I just say I was seeing butterflies in that transformation energy? Well, here it is again. And this transformation card is all about the difficult situations that we have to go through. I mean, like actual real diamonds, not man-made in a lab diamonds, but real diamonds are created under extreme pressure, extreme temperatures, extreme conditions. And you are going through this transformation to turn you into not necessarily turn you into, but to get to the beautiful soul that is down within you. It's like the heat and the pressure and the challenges. It is to get you to that beautiful divine core that is within you, that you are here to share with the world. Okay. What else is coming up? Okay, we have flow, going against the flow, and present. Okay, these came out together absolutely perfect, because, here, let's layer them like that. The message here, I mean, go with the flow, but the universe is creating things and you can't know what it is, which for people like me, I am an A-type personality. I am impatient. So if you're, at all like me, this is hard. This is like to be patient for anything is like the hardest thing that the universe could ask of us. We will climb mountains, we will walk through fire, but ask us to be patient and we lose our freaking minds. Sorry, I don't want to be censored from wherever I post this. But anyway, so we lose our minds. Well, this is what the universe is asking. The universe is creating things behind the scenes. You can't know what's happening. And that is for your highest good. Because if you were to know what was going on, you would screw it up. And I'm not saying just you. I do the same thing. We, as humans, if we know what is being created for us, what is being designed for us, we would somehow find a way to screw it up, because that's just what we do. We get in our heads. We think this is better for us. We think that's better for us. No, it's not. The divine knows. The universe knows. Our angels, our guides, they all know what is better for us. They can see the big picture. They are all knowing. We have this teeny tiny little glimpse, but we think we know better. And so we get in our head and we get in our own way. And so the universe is saying, get out of our way, basically. Sit down, shut up, hang on, okay? So this is saying, live in the present, okay? Find a way to go with the flow. And that is hard, I know. I am the poster child for trying to get in my way of my life and not sit still. So the universe is asking you to sit tight, Okay, there's stuff going on. You are in a process. You are in a huge process of transformation, of integration of energies, of like something happens, and what it feels like is it feels like there's teeny tiny little changes that are happening in your life, and it's not all at once. But if you were to see yourself from like 1 month ago or 4 months ago or 4 years ago, there's a massive change there. But all you experience are these teeny tiny little integrated steps. And that is necessary. You can't have more than you are ready for. I think our minds, our human brains just cannot handle that. And so the universe gives us teeny tiny little things, and so we can learn a lesson and integrate it, learn a lesson and integrate it. And this is the stage that they're showing me you're in right now. It's this small little tweak here and there, which is amazing at the end, but in the process, you're like climbing the walls thinking, what the hell is going on with my life? And it is, you need this integration time. You need this healing place. You need time for your changes to be aligned with what the universe is creating for you. Because as you go through these changes, as your energy shifts, so does the energy of what's being created for you. And it just gets better and better, but we don't see that. All we see is the agonizing, challenges that we're facing, and the fear and the blocked emotions and everything else. And the universe is just saying, sit tight, okay? And so the energy I'm getting is try to distract yourself the best you can, but distract yourself with high vibrational things, whether it's like, I will say I have been in a very dark place for a very long time. And I've seen there's been some changes. And, just to kind of distract myself, I've gotten into creating my card decks again. And I'm working on my magazine, which I will link in the thing below, the description box below, because we have a new December issue coming out soon. And although it might be a little bit after December because I'm late this month. But anyway, I distract myself with my spiritual pursuits. Find something that distracts you, but that keeps you in a high vibrational state, okay? You have got to maintain that frequency. Now, I will say this, we are not going to get into the area of toxic positivity, okay? I hate that. The only way to transmute dark energy, dark emotion, difficult things that are happening in your life is to feel it. That is how you transmute your energy. You have to feel the emotions. You have to work through the emotions. You have to let it out, okay? So if you're having a rough day, feel it, work through it, allow it. It is absolutely necessary for this transformation process to unfold, okay? So in the meantime, when you are feeling it, do your high vibrational stuff, okay? Things that make you feel good. Another example, I don't like to go too much into myself, but this might give you an idea. I mean, I'm working out earlier today. I have my music on. I'm feeling really good, high vibe, high energy. And I'm just between sets, I flipped on Facebook and there was a card reading that came up and it made me cry. And so I had to sit there and go through my tears and go through all the emotions that came up that I had somehow repressed, that I had somehow held in. And so I went through that, and then I'm fine. I'm back to my workout. I go on to my next set. So you might have these ups and downs as you're going through this process, and that's absolutely natural. Don't let anybody tell you that that is not natural. That is necessary. That is healing. That is transmutation of energy. This is magical stuff. So that stay in the present, but allow yourself to distract yourself with high vibe things that bring you joy, things that you find fun, okay? And go through your emotions as they come up. Process them. Don't choke them back down. I am also the poster child for choking down emotions, and that turned into 2 years of melanoma surgeries. So let's go on. What else is coming up for the collective, guides? What else is coming up for the collective? Whew. I got heart chakra energy coming through. Woohoo! Okay, that's half the deck. So we're just going to take the ones that came out on top. We'll just do that. Okay, maybe 3 because it's exactly what we've been talking about. Here we go. Throat chakra. Okay, that's that authenticity. That's being authentically you. And we have that right here in our voice card. Okay, this is you. And since I was just talking about choking back emotions, this could be coming out for some of you. You might be choking back emotions, choking back things you want to say to people. Now is the time to do it. You have to get over the fear of hurting people. Now, granted, there is a way to broach this information to people that's not like, I hate you, get out of my life. I tend to be a little on the blunt side. I don't know whether it's my Leo or Sagittarius, but I tend to be on the blunt side and people are really offended by me. But there can be a very nice, gentle way to say this. But you have to be honest. You can't keep choking it back. You can't keep choking it down because that's when you get sick. That is when those emotions take over and they come back up into physical form and make you sick. I know this. I know this very well. Very well. Okay? And they do. That's exactly what they do. They make you sick. Okay, next card. Inner child. Right? We have been talking about the inner child. So this is just another message that it's important to connect with your inner child. And actually, as I was saying, Lotus Moon, that's a couple of the articles that I'm writing for the December edition, because December, it's kind of about, it's fun. It's Christmas. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, but I went with a kind of a Christmas theme anyway. So we have, during Christmas time, during the holidays, there's so much magic for children. And we have this inner child. Now December is the time to kind of let your inner child explore and run free and have fun, whether it's the lights or the presents or just the snow falling, if you're in that climate. But it's all about reclaiming that childhood energy. Okay, so we have the clocks all over here. It is never too late. Your inner child is within you. You can go back in time and talk to your inner child. You can talk to your inner child now. And actually, something that I have done in the past is mirror healing. So if you look deep into your eyes, and this is very disconcerting, but if you look into your eyes, like into the depths of your eyes, you can almost see to your soul. You can communicate through your inner child by looking into your eyes in a mirror, in that reflection, and communicate with your inner child. Now, I do so intuitively. I close my eyes because I'm clairvoyant, so that's how it works better for me. But you can talk to your inner child. There's all sorts of ways to communicate, journaling with your inner child, all sorts of different ways to communicate with your inner child. And this is a great time of year because, we have these fun things. Like here in Germany, we have amazing Christmas markets. And so, like I use my kids, I use them as a kind of a to give me ideas. Okay. Of course, my teenager doesn't have anything to do with any of that childlike stuff anymore. But for my 8-year-old, I let her guide me. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do today? Oh, I want to go ice skating. Oh, I want to go to the Christmas market. I want to ride the carousel. I want to get, a cupcake or something like that. And it's allowing yourself to do those things and to feel those things and experience those things that your inner child maybe got denied when you were a kid. So this time of year is a beautiful time of year to figure out what your inner child really cues in on and really is passionate about during this time of year, because there's so much to do, there's so much to see. There's visual beauty everywhere with the Christmas lights and, beautiful window displays in department stores. And so there's so much to do, whether it's going sledding or, just walking around your neighborhood, and, finding things that you can look at with Christmas lights or decorations or whatever it is. But there's so many ways to help your inner child kind of come back to life this time of year. And as you're connecting to that inner child, it also helps you connect to the soul, because the inner child is a piece of your soul. It is like the most pure part of your human form, as it has come from the divine creator, from the divine. Okay, it's like your spiritual form is down in that inner child. And with all the horrible things that have happened to us or some people in their childhood, that voice, that authenticity got silenced. And so by allowing that inner child out, and we come back to this card, the walled heart, by allowing that inner child to run free and to experience, it is opening their heart and opening your heart. And it is allowing that solar plexus chakra, throat chakra, that voice, that authenticity to come through. Okay, so this is a really, really good time of year to really communicate and really to let your inner child play. Okay, I've been coughing for 4 days, so my voice is a little scratchy. Okay, the last card that came out, and 2202 on the timer, in case you guys are seeing a lot of twos. New beginnings. New beginnings are on the way. Okay, there's new things coming in for you. Endings always lead to new beginnings. Some of you may be experiencing endings. There may be endings leading to new beginnings. Some of you just may be experiencing new beginnings because you've been in a place that's kind of feels stuck. But new beginnings are coming. Okay. What other cards would you like? What other messages, guides? You know what? I think I'm going to switch to this, my energy deck. I love my deck, but I need some more cards. Some more messages. Okay, what other messages are coming through, guys? Okay, oops. My battery's low, so I will keep this short. But what cards? Time Machine and Divine Matrix. And yes, isn't that funny? They both came out in circles. And what do we have right here? The inner child. We have the clocks. We have Time Machine. Divine Matrix. You're going back to your inner child actually can open portals, energy portals, time shifts, time portals, new timelines. Yeah, whoa. Okay. Ooh, I just got chills. So they're showing me that as you go back and heal the inner child, what that does is that actually shifts your timeline from, it shifts you up to another timeline, a timeline that is not so pain-ridden. It's like energy, it's the frequencies. It has to do with the frequencies. So when we are carrying this fear-based energy, this very, very strong ego energy with us, when we are carrying this heavy ego energy, it is very low frequency, very low vibrational. And you resonate with that because of the pain and the fear and the heartbreak you experienced as a child, or your inner child experience, maybe young in your life, maybe not child, but anyway. So that's what you experienced. And so you continue to resonate at that low vibrational frequency. And that is what you tracked into your life and your experiences. But when you go back and heal the inner child, even piece by piece, each little bit, you raise your vibrational frequency, and that shifts you up to a higher frequency timeline. And so you begin to open up experiences which then resonate with that frequency, with that higher frequency. So that's how you're shifting onto a new timeline. And so more opportunities, more experiences that are higher vibrational start coming into your life. So it's incredibly important for you, as we finish up Mercury retrograde, to go back to that inner child and heal those frequencies. Okay? It could shift relationships. It could shift jobs. It could shift your place in the world. This is very, very powerful. Very powerful. Okay, what else is coming up? The Oracle's Gift and a Burst of Magic. Okay. And it feels like, okay, again, I'm just getting chills. As you shift your timelines, as you change your vibration, as you change your energy, you are going to step into your gifts. You're going to step into your gifts, because these gifts align with certain frequencies. And when you resonate at certain frequencies, you're not in alignment with your gifts. And so as you raise your frequency, your gifts start coming in. And this is where the magic starts coming in. Magic starts unfolding in your life. So the more you raise your frequency, the more you heal, the more you are going to align with what's meant for you, with your divine purpose. And this is absolutely beautiful. And this absolutely resonates with me. And so I understand. So if you have any questions, please comment below and I can explain further. But as you raise your vibration, you're going to experience some beautiful gifts opening up to you. And it feels like for some of you, you're going to be like, where the hell did that come from? What is that? I don't know what this is. And it's exactly where it's supposed to be. You're getting it exactly when you need it. And you're supposed to have it. It's not weird. It may feel strange. Something may feel strange, but that's your ego holding you back. That's the fear. That's the fear from your ego is saying, I don't know what the hell this is. I'm not comfortable with this, but it's just the ego. You're fine. It's what you're supposed to be seeing. It's what you're supposed to be experiencing. Okay, we're almost at 30 minutes, so I'm going to do one more card unless two pop out. But then we'll finish. Okay, last message, last card. Yeah, of course, two. Okay, the Storyteller. And a deep breath. Yeah, it's interesting. That's actually quite a few sevens. We have 7, 17, and 37. We have 777. Okay. And we got the lotus flower again. We have a lotus in both of these cards. Connection with the divine. This is a message that the more you raise your vibration, the more you heal, the more you are going to connect with the divine. You're going to have it, almost what they're saying is a dialogue. You're going to begin a dialogue with the divine. So you're going to be able to conversate, to feel, to sense, to see, okay? Your clair gifts are going to come online. Whatever other gifts you have online coming, they're going to be coming online. And you're going to have this beautiful connection to the divine. And it's going to be like a two-way street of communication. Okay. And then the storyteller is all about writing your story. It's all about creating. So from this beautiful energetic place, from this space of healed energy and authenticity, that is where you're going to be able to manifest things like instant. You're going to be able to just think about something and resonate. Your energy is just going to be able to resonate with that, and it's going to come into your being. Okay. So as you're raising your energy bit by bit by bit, you're going to be manifesting faster and faster and faster. And it's because your energy is already aligned with those things. Okay, they might be kind of out there in the ether, but then when you focus on it, you're like, that's what I want. And you're already resonating with it. And it's there for you. Okay, you see this key, and then you see the keyhole, the lock. You have it. You have that lock. You have that key. You're going to have the ability to open that up. So if you're not in this space right now, hang tight. Okay. Focus on your healing, focus on raising your vibration. Like we talked about, however you can. You might be in a space where, nothing is moving, but that's where you need to be right now, because there is movement. Number one, you can't see it. And number two, you're probably not feeling the teeny tiny little shifts that you're actually, that the shifts within you, because of the small bits of healing that you're doing, it's so hard to feel those teeny tiny little changes, but you're doing it and you're active. So, this is a sign that you're doing the work. That's what I'm feeling, is you're doing the work, you're making progress. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you are. And the universe is commending you, and there's going to be some beautiful things coming. So just hang tight, sit in the now. Mercury retrograde is all about things kind of moving backwards. So it might feel like you're moving backwards, like you've healed this stuff before, or like you've made progress and now there's no progress and you're standing still. But it's just a phase. It's just a sitting still spot. Try to enjoy the now and enjoy the holidays, maybe Thanksgiving. So just sit tight. Movement is happening. Things are coming. Beautiful things are unfolding for you. You just have to make it through this period of kind of sitting still. So I'm sending you all love. I hope you have a beautiful Thanksgiving if you celebrate. If not, I hope you're having a beautiful fall season, and I wish you a beautiful week.